Well, I think people expect, for the most part, that Justice Sotomayor will vote pretty much the same way Justice Souter voted. Well, of course, we won't know that for sure until we start seeing her votes, but that's the expectation. One area where there could be some differences, though, is maybe in criminal cases, because Justice Sotomayor, in addition to being an experienced appellate court judge and a trial court judge before that, was even earlier in her career a prosecutor. So she may bring some of those sensibilities to the job. Well, there's a case about juvenile sentences. There's two cases from Florida in which, in one case, a 13-year-old who committed sexual assault, and another case, a 17-year-old who violated probation for an earlier burglary, were sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. So these are two cases in which murder is not even involved, and no one was killed. Now the court will use these cases to look at whether it's a similar violation to sentence someone so young to life in prison with no possibility of parole. The court is now considering a handgun ban in Chicago and in a neighboring suburb of Chicago, very similar to the District of Columbia's ban. And the court will use this case to decide whether those bans, whether the Second Amendment applies to cities and states, and whether those bans can stand.